Hello Garry families, thank you for joining us for this week's Garry 5 video where we bring our Garry home into your home. This week we not only have Dr. Watson, but we are in a really cool location in our building called our Reset Room with all of our interventionists. Because this week we're talking about SEL, which is social and emotional learning, and we wanted to tell you what that is and how we implement it here at Garry. So the first thing is that SEL learning, social and emotional learning, we want our students to have a couple of attributes and their self-management, and this has to do with their behavior, how they're able to interact in a school building, and then we have grit and growth mindset. These two skills more are about belief in yourself, having the confidence in order to endure during the hard times in your academic career, and then we have learning strategies. These are the academic skills that they have that are going to lead to success. And then we have self-efficacy and the valuing of school. Self-efficacy is a big word, and it just means being able to be independent, having the belief that they're able to be successful. And then when all of those work together, they can be really successful in this overreaching way of valuing school and seeing how it's going to be implemented in their future and why it's important. This week when we have Dr. Watson talking, she's going to kind of talk about what does that look like here at Garry and how do we implement that. So Dr. Watson, what can you tell us about how we do that here at Garry?
Thanks a lot, Devony. Well, first of all, I'm going to say that we actually measure all of these attributes in our district across all of our schools. And we do a survey that's called the Student Attribute Survey that we do twice a year. We do once in the beginning of the year in the fall and once at the end of the year. Now, why do we do that with these surveys? Well, first of all, we want to see how students feel about themselves. And we want to see over the course of the year, do we as educators have an impact on how they feel about themselves and their ability to manage themselves? Do they have stronger grit and growth mindset? So we're measuring those things through the school year. So how do we do that as educators? Well, you know that we have advisory every morning, at least Tuesday through Friday. That's a huge piece of our instructional plan where all of the teachers are leading advisory lessons around self-management, grit, growth mindset, learning strategies, self-efficacy. We're teaching the students. We're also collaborating, you know, all of that Monday morning collaboration time, and also when we have those days off, we call PLID days. That is a wonderful opportunity for our staff to come together and do professional development on how do you do this? How do you help our kids get stronger in these areas? So we provide staff supports at the same time, beyond just training. We want you to know that we're in a reset room right now, and there are fantastic people behind us who every day are there and here to work with kids to help them with some of the things that they're struggling in, and helping them as teenagers in that middle school world and that middle school brain of theirs. We're trying to help them get through the teenage years. You parents know what I'm talking about because you know that you see it at home too, right? We have counselors. We have an MTSS specialist. We have a mental health specialist. We have academic and behavior interventionists, a lot of them right here in this room, pretty quiet right now, that's nice. And we also have our Garry Community Center. And in our Garry Community Center, where Devony's is located, we have community partners who Communities in Schools, Gonzaga University, Native Ed Program, College Success Foundation, all of these businesses that want to partner with us to help kids value school.
Thank you so much, Dr. Watson. I
You're
know
welcome.
that was a lot of information. Feel free to rewind, watch the video again. If you ever have any questions, reach out. We'd be happy to talk to you about any of this. But we just wanted to let you know what's happening here around Garry and letting you know that we are supporting our students in so many ways so that they can have their big, beautiful futures. So thank you so much for joining us, and look again next week for the next Garry 5 video. Bye.
Bye, everyone.